We have plenty of flowers blooming for our local bees, and there'll be even more with the warm-up we have in the forecast. Mostly cloudy tonight, 45 degrees for an overnight low. For tomorrow, a high of 69 with mostly cloudy skies. Not a sunny day, but the warmest day of the season so far. Today, we only made it up to 58. 62 is average. No precipitation at the airport, where right now it's 57 and mostly cloudy. Currently in Coeur d'Alene, skies are clear. Excuse me, and it's also 57. Satellite and radar, we too have a system approaching. You might be thinking, Kris, how can we possibly stay dry with all this wet weather on the other side of the mountains? But it is heading to the north. Here, take a look at the 7-day, or rather the 24-hour forecast. Most of that moisture is going to be well to our north, possibly a little along the Canadian border on this side of the border. Now, this system will be coming in for Friday, and that's a whole nother story. But in the meantime, we'll enjoy some high pressure. Here's a closer view on our computer model forecast starting off at our current time. Plenty of clouds coming in tomorrow. As we go through the overnight, those clouds move in. It's going to be a fairly warm night. Here's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning with a little bit of wet weather coming across the east slopes of the Cascades and into the Okanagan, but we're just going to be in the overcast. And with a warm front coming through tonight, even with the clouds, we're going to be fairly warm. By this time tomorrow, we're going to start clearing off, and that sets the stage for the miracle that is Thursday. Overnight lows tonight will be in the 40s around the region. Our highs tomorrow, I have not seen this many 70s on the map all season. And then we just jump over the 70s and into the 80s. 80 on Thursday. And then, oh gosh.
Yes.
And Keith also is clapping.
He is running across the studio. He's so excited.
Friday, now it's hard to look beyond Thursday, but Friday, that chance of showers and thunderstorms, a little bit of a concern. I'm keeping an eye on that for the potential for some strong storms. I, of course, will update you as Friday approaches and hope that we don't get anything too feisty.
Yeah. All right. Could
you
be
could
an active
probably,
Friday.
now this is not science, but you can probably mark that up to 100% because I'm taking Friday off.
It has been a cooler than normal, wetter than normal
my
spring.
Goodness, so much wetter than normal.
But this time last year, what was it?
It was so much different. And like I said, I looked at the numbers, and it was even more than I thought. It is the subject of tonight's forecast focus. We're talking about this time last year. This time last year in Spokane, we had already had 9 days in the 70s. We have had 0 days in the 70s so far this year. That is going to change in the 7-day forecast unless I've really blown it, no, that never happens. 9 days in the 70s. We had already had 2 days in the 80s, including back on April 2nd, 85 degrees, which was a record for the day. So that is way off the mark. And just one of the warmest springs we'd ever had in Spokane. And our Blooms Day, the high was 73. We'd already had our Blooms Day by this time last year. It was on May 1st. Looks like we're going to be in the 63-degree range this year with a little less sunshine. So if you think back about how warm you were last year, take 10 degrees off of that. I had a broken foot. I was just waving on the sidelines about mile 6. 57 and cloudy right now in Spokane. Winds light and variable. Currently in Coeur d'Alene, it is sunny and 57 degrees. On our satellite and radar, warm front approaching. That is going to bring up our temperatures tonight and tomorrow, despite the fact that we are not going to have much help from the sun. It is going to be a cloudy day, but the precipitation stays on the other side of the mountains. Here's what the computer models have to say about that. Starting off at our current time, clouds increasing tonight, precipitation staying west. Get a little bit over the Cascades, but not much. Here's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. A gray start to the day, but it is going to be mild. Few showers in the northeast mountains, little up by the Canadian border, and by this time tomorrow, we are going to be clearing out. Here's a look at your national satellite and radar. Some flooding concerns through the Mississippi River Valley. No real severe weather today. That is a change from yesterday. And your high temperatures nationally, lots of 80s. Albuquerque, Oklahoma City, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., 65 in Boise, 61 in Seattle and Portland. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 80 on Thursday. Be nice to add an 80 to our count. 73 on Friday. Good chance of showers and thunderstorms. The potential for some strong storms. I will keep you very updated on that as Friday approaches. You might be out enjoying the sun on Thursday, so be sure to check back with me at 5, 6, and 11 at some point.
And like you said, Friday's going to be busy because a lot of people picking up their Bloomsday packets downtown. So
it is busy.
What will they be dodging while they're down there?
Maybe
we'll
a
see.
downpour. Yes.